Hello and welcome back. Today I've got another ink to review. It's from the unboxing that I did from Dino Rides. If you missed that video, take a look at my channel and watch that. It was really neat, all the different inks that I found that they had on their website. So this one that we're reviewing today is called Mirror. And it's got this neat box. There's an embossing here. And this is from Lennon Toolbar, which is a company I had not heard of before. So what I like to do whenever there's a sticker like this, instead of ripping the sticker or cutting it, I'll just turn the box over and open it from the bottom. That way I don't damage the pretty packaging. And the bottle's got a sticker with the design on the bottom there. And this is how it looks. It says Mirror. And it's got some papers in here that have instructions and a description. So there's that if you want to read it. I guess I didn't put it in frame. And then here's the description here. You could pause this and read it. And it's got some more information on here. I don't know if that's in focus, but hopefully that's in focus for you. Anyway, this was a special edition, like a limited edition ink. And I thought I'd get it just because I don't know if I'd have another opportunity. Where else am I going to get it? So I thought it was very unique, or it sounded very unique because, of course, we had to try them and see. And so it looks kind of like a blue ink in the bottle. Let's do the swatch first. And from that website, I tried to get a lot of limited edition or exclusive inks to that company, just so that I could try them out. Because if it's an ink that I can get somewhere else, then it doesn't make sense to, get it from them if I can get it elsewhere. But if it was an ink that I couldn't get somewhere else, then I got it from them. For most of these inks, anyway. They had some inks that were sold out here, like locally, but they still had them in stock. And there was one I did get by Inkybara, I think the Pastel Violet. Okay, this is Mirror. And it was by Lennon Toolbar. Okay. That's a really pretty blue. So I do not have a blue like this yet. This is really pretty so far. This is a really, really bright, like almost a lightning blue. And it looks like it has shading in the writing. We're going to set this aside to dry. And then I will test this out on some other papers. Okay, so let's start with some copy paper. This is just regular copy paper. I always like to try it on this first, because some people, that's all they have is some cheap copy paper to work with, and you want to see how the ink is going to perform, because it might not look the same in the swatches as it does on your paper when you go to write with it. So it is really vibrant still. And I'm going to move this out of the way since I've got this bottle right here. And try to get this a little more centered for you. And this is copy paper. And it's really, really pretty, honestly. There's a tiny bit of feathering. Still a very vibrant blue. If you like this color on copy paper, it would probably be fine. No really bleed through. There's a little bit of showing on where I put the scribbles. But for regular writing, it would probably be fine to use copy paper. And then here is some HP 32. This is also copy paper, but it's like a more fancy, still inexpensive compared to some others, but it's another kind of copy paper. It's a bit smoother, and the ink performs differently on it, as we're about to see, hopefully. It is a lot better writing experience as well. It doesn't drag on the page. This is Mirror. And this is HP 32. And just in case, I'll draw some lines and see if we get any more shading that we could see. Alright, I'm going to give that a minute to dry as well. It looks like it's still a little bit damp here. There is definitely some shading. Very pretty. Let's let that finish drying. And then I just need the Tomo River paper. If there are any ink colors or brands or whatever that you'd like to see swatches made, let me know in the comments. I try to respond to everybody. And also I'd like to swatch out the inks that you're interested in seeing. And I might already have it. Maybe I just haven't made a video of it yet. But knowing your suggestions will help me know which videos to make and which inks to try. All right, there we go. All right, I'm going to dry this off. Okay. And what I'll do is just put the lid on this so I don't spill it. We'll set that aside for a second. Okay, so it looks like the scribbles here need to dry still, but the writing itself, definitely there's shading in this. Very pretty. This is a very clean blue. There's no other special effects that I see. I'm not seeing like shimmers or anything, or any kind of like a heavy sheen or anything like that. But this is a really, really nice blue. Let me show you real quick while these are drying, how I put everything back in the box once I've taken it out. So first I have to find all the things that I set aside. Give me just a moment. I'll be right back. All right, so they were already in the box. I had put them back where they belonged, and that's why I couldn't find them. So I just put them in the box like this off to one side. Then I'll take the ink, put it back in upside down, and try to dodge the papers. This paper is curled. Let me flatten it out a little bit. And I'll put that the other way around so it doesn't catch the bottle. So I just stick it in there like that, put the bottle back in carefully, fold the box back up, and then when I turn it back around, the sticker is still intact, so I can display it and it looks nice. And it looks like this might be a description of what the color is supposed to look like, that little blue half circle there, because it does look pretty close to the swatches we made. So I'm just going to set that here. I'm going to let these dry and I'll be right back. Okay, so it looks like the ink swatches have dried. And this is the swatch. Look how bold and pretty that is. There is definitely some shading, especially you can see it around here. I mean, you can see it down here as well, but it has that, I guess it's called like a halo effect, where the shading is around the edges of the writing, and you can actually see it in the writing a little bit. Hopefully, oops, sorry about that. Let me move this. Hopefully this is picking it up on camera, but this is such a pretty color. It's kind of deceptive because it looks like, oh, this is just blue. But then when you start writing with it, you're seeing the shading and the beautiful vibrant color. And this is just a gorgeous ink. I'm really glad I picked this one up. So let's take a look at how it looks on the paper. So like before, the copy paper, it's very pretty. It's a really nice blue, very bright and happy blue. And then on the HP 32, the color is pretty similar, but it's definitely more saturated here. And you can start to see that shading in the writing. And then on the Tomo River paper, obviously the shading is going to be, you know, like usual. It's much better. You can see it really well in the writing and in these splotches here, and even in the loops up top, and the lines a little bit. So this is a great ink for all different kinds of paper. It doesn't look like it's bleeding through except for a little bit here where I scribbled. So for normal writing, it's fine. And on these other papers, it looks great. So this is a really nice ink if you can get it. And I'll leave a link to where I got it in case you want to get a bottle yourself. And this is again how the swatch looks. So if you're interested in watching more of these videos, if you click like and subscribe, you'll see more. And thank you so much for watching. You have a great day.